All right, Dan, what are we driving?
This is a Jeep Grand Cherokee. I think it's like a 2017 maybe.
Nice.
Somebody didn't put on their
I
seatbelt.
know, I'm sorry.
Oh my
again.
goodness. That's why we can't have nice things. And there's a lot of reasons, but that's not the main one. No, but oh my goodness, I'm gonna drive crazy.
I'll buckle up.
I like it though.
Since we're actually taking it out.
Yeah, we gotta get the tires inflated a little bit first, but yeah. Let's get a nice spin around and see how it is and go hit the road.
Very nice.
Hey everyone, you're watching Grab a Gear. I'm your host today, Dan, and this is a 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee that we're going to be driving. I'd like to give a special thank you to Kistner Motors. We come down here and they let us test drive the different vehicles, so we get them out there and see how we like them and give you guys our opinions and thoughts on them, so you can see how everything is. That way you don't have to go down and test drive stuff necessarily if you don't want to. But come down here. Colby's his family's owned it for a little over 20 years now. And they've taken great care of us. Come down and talk to them, and they'll take great care of you. This Jeep Grand Cherokee comes equipped with a 3.6 liter V6 rated at 285 horsepower with an EPA rating in the city of 18 miles a gallon and 25 miles a gallon on the highway. My hands are toasty from the seated steering wheel. It's amazing. But no, inside this Grand Cherokee, it's actually really nice. Like, the seats are very comfortable. The leather's a little slick maybe for sliding around, but it's just a very nice fit and finish on a lot of the seat accoutrement, I guess you would say. This one has like pretty much every bell and whistle you could find on it. So you have a heated steering wheel, heated and cooled seats, which leather seats definitely all need to be vented in my opinion. But that's been a good little car. Has all the kinds of different modes you can click through here, which I drive normal, so I don't need different modes really. If it's slick, I'll just drive slower. If it's rocky, I'll use the road. But I'm not. It's not an off-road vehicle in my opinion. But you could, and you have the modes should you need it, I suppose. But otherwise, it's just there's one little niggle that kind of gets to me, and I think that's this particular year model of the Dodge or Ram controllers in the infotainment center. You don't have a physical button for your heated and cooled seats. You have to go into controls on the touchscreen in the menu to have a touch button for your heated seats and your vented seats and your heated steering wheel. And I just prefer having that to be a separate button on the outside, so I don't have to do an infotainment button and then find the selection on that, especially if I was driving down the road or something. But that's just my opinion on that. They have all the buttons up top in your center console. Well, it's not a center console, in your overhead compartment there with your taco holder. But that has all your buttons you need for your moonroof and sunroof. And then plus, of course, you have 3 different buttons should you choose to add, like your gate selector and then your garage door 1 and 2 added on top of it. Here in the center console of the vehicle, you have a little push button hide behind pocket that carries your auxiliary port, your USB port, and your 12 volt. And I do appreciate the fact that the auxiliary and the USB have like a slight illumination on them. That way you're not, hey, I think it's in this direction somewhere, if you don't have the time to actually look at it, or if the sun's not out when you're putting things in there. And then the center console itself has a double compartment, a little like felt pocket piece on top for just if you want to set, I don't know, your insurance and registration there. And then on the inside, there's a little bit deeper spot that's still felt lined as well. But then that you have an extra 12 volt power supply in there should you need another plug-in for something.
Hey everybody, so I'm over here on the passenger side. I didn't get to drive this one. Dan took it out for the day. So I'm just over here along for the ride for about 10 minutes. And seats, comfortable. Like he said, they are a little slick, but it is warm. My butt's nice and toasty over here. The sides, one of my big pet peeves, soft touch. I do like it right here. A little bit of plastic, soft touch. Dash, same. Glove compartment, really big actually. This book, I think, goes in here. Yes, it does. Gives you more room in the glove compartment. But really nice on this side. I like actually the view from the passenger side. The hood has a nice slope, so you're not looking at like this long hood you get in a lot of vehicles. It just sort of disappears out of your vision to the road, and it's not I don't know. I don't know if I'm explaining that correctly. Um, you're just not looking at this long hood. It's just sort of gone. There it is. So pretty comfortable. I actually like it. And Dan said it drove good. It was a nice vehicle to drive. So I'd drive it. I like it.
Hello, I'm in the back seat of this Jeep Grand Cherokee. As you can see, I have a decent amount of legroom. The seat's where I was driving around all day in it. And I have a little bit of headroom there, a few inches still above me. But the back seat's just kind of like a nice bench seat. They do recline a little bit if you want to, I don't know, just maybe get a nap in or just kind of lean back some. But you have a nice leather covered armrest here with two cup holders. Small cup holders, but there's two cup holders there. Then your center console here in the middle, you have vents for both sides with a selection knob. Should like just one passenger or both passengers want a little bit of fan blowing. And then the rear seats are heated with a high and low for both sides as well. So each side has its own button there. You have two USB ports and then one power supply here in the back should you need to plug in maybe a charger for your phone, like actual wall charger for your phone or something. So here in the rear of this Grand Cherokee, there's a pretty decent amount of storage capacity back here. Of course, you can always fold down your rear seat if you need actually a little bit more for pass-through or pass-forward space, I guess it would be. But there's still plenty of room to go do your groceries or set a few things back here if you need to just move like a couple items or here and there. You do have a full-size spare underneath in the rear. And then the touch button for the lift gate is over on the driver's side. There's just one button off to the side you hit, so you don't have to reach up above your head or look for the button when you want to do your automatic closing there. So you are paying for the upgraded premium feature that you get with the Jeep, of course, which is an integrated flashlight that comes in the rear of this vehicle, should you need two small LEDs to help you change the tire in the dark. Not your cell phone, but two small LEDs that are hopefully going to be charged from your not having a dead battery. As you back up this Jeep Grand Cherokee, I totally don't have to run into other vehicles because the lines tell me which way I'm going when I'm reversing. Backwards, that's which way they're telling me.
Small crawl. Ready?
I'd like to give a special thanks to Kister Motors. They come down and I just can't word good, so.
I'm totally gonna